Intelligence tests measure important things, but not the extent of rational thought. Sit with that for a second. Somewhere, right now, someone with a genius-level IQ is falling for a scam. Somewhere else, a brilliant engineer is arguing passionately for something that simply isn't true. How is that possible? If intelligence is the thing we've spent a century measuring, ranking, and rewarding, why doesn't it protect us from being wrong? This is the question that defined the career of Keith Stanovich, a cognitive psychologist who spent decades quietly dismantling one of our most comfortable assumptions, that being smart and being sensible are the same thing. They are not. And Stanovich spent his career proving it, from how to think straight about psychology to what intelligence tests miss, to rationality and the reflective mind. For most of the 20th century, intelligence testing treated the mind like an engine. Measure the horsepower, and you know how well it will drive. Stanovich found the flaw in that model. High intelligence does not guarantee rational decision-making, he wrote. You can have all the horsepower in the world and still misjudge the road ahead. The reason, he argued, is structural. Rationality requires the ability to override cognitive biases, something IQ tests rarely assess. That gap between raw brain power and the ability to use it well became the center of his life's work. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Stanovich didn't just say smart people can be irrational. He said it happens constantly and predictably. It is possible to be intelligent, yet still believe in irrational ideas. Intelligence can even make the problem harder to catch, because a sharp mind is also a skilled advocate for its own bad conclusions. It's part of why, he found, many highly intelligent people fall for conspiracy theories due to cognitive miserliness, relying on fast, effortless thinking. That phrase, cognitive miser, is one of Stanovich's most lasting contributions. The idea is simple, almost embarrassingly so. Thinking is expensive. It burns energy and time, so the brain, like any efficient system, looks for shortcuts. We are all cognitive misers, trying to conserve mental effort, which leads to errors in judgment. It's not laziness in the moral sense, it's wiring. The human brain is wired to take cognitive shortcuts, which often lead to biases. Stanovich mapped this through what's known as dual process theory, the idea that the human mind operates on two levels: fast, intuitive thinking and slow, reflective thinking. The fast system is instinctive, automatic, built for survival. The slow system is deliberate, effortful, built for accuracy. Most of the time, the fast system runs the show, and most of the time, that's fine. But not always. The reflective mind is crucial for overriding instinctive but flawed decisions. So what does that override actually look like? Take confirmation bias. Leads people to search for evidence that supports their beliefs, ignoring contradictory data, as he described it. There's a name for almost every way this goes wrong. The Dunning-Kruger effect explains why those who lack ability often overestimate their competence. Availability bias explains why we overestimate the likelihood of events that are easily recalled. And there's a subtler trap underneath both. People often substitute an easier question for a harder one without realizing it, swapping what's true for what feels right without ever noticing the switch. Even the way information is packaged can move us. The framing effect shows that people make different choices depending on how information is presented, even when the underlying facts haven't changed at all. None of this, though, was meant as a verdict on human stupidity. It was closer to a diagnosis, and Stanovich believed firmly in the treatment. People make better decisions when they are trained to recognize and override biases. Rationality, in his view, isn't a fixed trait you're born with. It's closer to a skill. You build it. To think rationally, we must slow down and challenge our initial assumptions. That belief led him somewhere pointed: the classroom. Schools should teach students how to think, not just what to think. For Stanovich, memorizing facts was never the finish line. Critical thinking skills should be emphasized as much as mathematical and verbal ability. He wanted students trained not just to know things, but to notice when their own reasoning had gone sideways. We need to train students to recognize flawed reasoning in everyday life. The stakes, in his view, reach far beyond the individual. In a world filled with misinformation, rational thinking is more important than ever. There's a warning buried in that sentence too, one about all of us collectively. Society suffers when people mistake confidence for competence. A person who sounds certain isn't the same as a person who's right. Mixing those up at scale is how societies drift. So maybe the real takeaway from Stanovich's work isn't about intelligence at all. It's an invitation. We must move beyond IQ scores and focus on fostering rationality in individuals. The question was never, how smart are you? It's whether, when it matters most, you're willing to slow down, question the thought that arrived first, and ask if it's actually true. That pause, small as it looks, might be the most powerful thing the mind can do. I'm grateful for the moments shared in discourse. May our paths cross again in the fullness of time.